we will do the simple interest and compound interest again because some of you people still had some doubts on it. We will do that part. Okay. So yesterday, is it clear? For yesterday, the problem on ages all clear. So you will be able to do any kind of problem in that. Just keep on practicing that. Okay. Today is simple interest and compound interest. Oh, fine. Now imagine that I am having some amount like 100 rupees, okay? And I am lending like Surya this. I'm lending Surya 100 rupees. Okay? And then I'm telling, okay, you are in some emergency. I'll give you this 100 now. You keep it. Later on, you return it to. But I'm putting a clause telling, but when you are returning it to me, you give it with an additional 10 rupees. So you're going to give back to me 100 plus 10 rupees. And this I'm going to tell, this you give it in a span of a year. In a single year, you give it back to me, but with additional rupees of rupees 10. So I'm giving Surya 100 and netting back 110. In this is the, what is this? Amount what I. How did I get this amount? This is called as the principal amount. This is called as the principal amount. And this is called as the interest component. The principal plus interest is going to give me the amount what I'm going to get back. Very basic thing. Right? The principal amount is equal to the principal plus the interest what I get. Now, what is the interest percentage? It is going to be calculated. This is my interest. Based on what I'm taking the interest, based on the principal what I'm getting. The principal over here is here into 100 will give you the interest percentage or the rate of interest. This is going to be 10 divided by 100 into 100. That is nothing but 10%. This is the very basics. Where you're giving some 100, you're getting it back after a year. This is the time period. This is also very important. It's the time period. Based on the time only, your interest is going to be calculated. Okay. Now this is very basic interest, whatever I said. Now going forward, what happens? We have some normal people, we have some extraordinary people. Okay? So interest is split into something called as simple interest and compound interest. Simple interest means if you are giving a principal of 100, only on this principal the interest is going to be calculated. Only on the principal the interest is going to be calculated. Example I'll tell you. If I'm going to do the compound interest, he will tell the principal is 100. For the first year, the rate of interest is 10%. Second year, you give me interest on the principal plus the interest on the interest what you paid. If you are doing something like if you are lending some amount like 100 and it is for a span of 3 years. So the first year you are going to pay interest on, and the rate of interest is 10%. Okay. The first year you're going to pay how much? 10%. 10%, that is nothing but 10 rupees. Right? Second year you're going to pay 10% of this, that is 10 rupees, plus 10% of this interest, that is going to be 1 rupee. Third year, what is going to happen? This 10 rupees plus this 10 rupees thing plus this 1 rupee. This 10% will become point. This is going to be the compounding percent. But here it is only going to be this additional 10% whatever. Okay. Let us take some examples. Let us see from there. Okay. The first part we are going to start is for a simple interest. Simple interest, where it is a component of the principal, your rate of interest, and your time divided by where P is called as the principal, R is called as the rate of interest, T is called as the time, and this is called as the simple interest. Simple interest, P principal, rate of interest, fine. And the amount is nothing but the principal plus. Okay. Let us take a small example. So find out P if the rate of interest is 8% per annum, the time is 4 years, and the simple interest is 96. Now I have given you 3 components. I'm asking you to find a single component. It is pretty much straightforward where you can just substitute it and you can find it. So SI equal to P into R into T divided by 100. So SI is 96 equal to, we do not know P into R is 8% into the time is 4 years divided by 100. So 4 goes 25 times. Then what happens? Answer, 300. So P is nothing but 300. This is your calculation for this. Okay, fine. Let me give a couple of things of similar sort, then you can start solving something else. The P given is 15,000, R given is 2% per annum, T we need to find out, SI given is 3,000. Okay. The third one, find out P, R given is 16, 2 by 3% per annum, T given is 3 years, and SI is nothing but 1,200. Do these both. Yes, answer for first one. PRT divided by 100. So that is divided by 15 into 2. 10. Okay. Next one. Next one. Sorry, 24. No. SI equal to PRT divided by 100. So SI is given as 1200. This is going to be as P into R is 16 2 by 3 can be written as 4850 by 3%, or it can be written as 1 upon 6. Right? This is nothing but 1 upon 6. So this R is nothing but 1 by 6 into T is 3 years divided by what is this 100? 2. So this becomes 200 into, sorry, right? Sorry. 50 by 3 into 3. This becomes 3. This becomes 2. This becomes P is equal to 2400. P is equal to 2400. Fine. Okay. A certain sum of money becomes twice of itself in 4 years. Okay. At the rate of simple interest. In what time it will be 15 times of itself? They are telling a certain sum of money becomes twice itself in 4 years in simple interest. In what time it will become 15 times of itself? This is the given question. So how will you approach? Yes. If I'm telling sum of money, what is it? What is sum of money? The amount. The amount. A sum of money becomes twice of itself in 4 years. Twice of itself in 4 years. Or the principal amount. Okay, this you can tell the principal amount. The principal will become twice of itself in 4 years. So if this is 1, after 4 years it becomes 2 times. Right? In how much time does it become? In 4 years. In 4 years. Now, what are they asking? In what time will it become 15 times of itself? Yes. Now, what is your amount? Principal plus simple interest. Yes. Yes or no? What is your amount? The principal plus simple interest. Yes. So now a certain sum of money becomes twice of itself in 4 years at the rate of simple interest. I'm giving a principal amount, sum amount as 1, and it becomes twice in 4 years. This twice is nothing but amount. Yes or no? Twice is nothing but amount. So now, if this is amount and this is principal interest, what is simple interest? 1. This is 1. Fine. Now, what are they asking? So when will it become 15 times? When it will become 15 times? Now it is 1 time to 15 times. 1 time to 15 times. Correct? Yes. So now the principal is 1. The amount has to become 15 times the amount. This is the question they ask. Yes or no? This has to become 15 times of itself. If this has to become 15 times, what is the simple interest here? 14 times. 14 times. If for it takes 4 years for the simple interest to become 1. So if the simple interest is 14, then how much it will become? 4 into 14. 4 into 14. 4 into 14 is, this becomes the answer. In what time it will become? This becomes in 56 years. In 56 years, the amount will become 15 times the actual. See, if you had understood this basic, this a sum of amount becomes twice of itself in 4 years. A sum of amount is a principal amount. After 4 years, it is going to become twice. That is nothing but the amount. It is equal to simple interest plus the principal. Now, you said from this thing, simple interest equal to A minus P. A is 2, P is 1, and simple interest become 1. Now, they're asking the question, after how many years will it become 15 times of itself? If the principal is 1, after when it will become 15 times, you need to find it. So the difference here is 14 times, that is nothing but simple interest. So if this is 14, the simple interest is 14, then the actual number of years will become 14 into 4, that is 56. Yeah. For this, you are just understanding the basic formula of A equal to P plus SI, or SI equal to PRT divided by 100. Only these two things you can use and you can do the entire thing. Here it is more of a ratio kind of thing. Okay, fine, do this. The simple interest, if 1 year equals to rupees 500, the amount of 6 years is equal to rupees 7,000. Find the principal. Find the simple interest if 1 year equal to rupees 500 and amount of 6 years equal to rupees 7,000. Now, here it is given to 1 year. The simple interest is given to 1 year, right? Simple is given to 1 year. And here it is given for 6 years. So can the time be different? We need to make it to same time. It should be in the same time. Only then we can start working. What is the 7,000? Amount. Amount includes principal plus simple interest. And both should be in the same time. If this is going to be for 6 years, this also should be for 6 years. This also should be for 6 years. Right? Answer. See, if simple interest for 1 year is 500, for 6 years is 500 into 6, that's all. 3,000, right? This becomes 3,000. Now, you need to find P is equal to A minus SI. So, A is also for 6 years and P is also, SI is also for 6 years. So, now you can subtract. 7,000 minus 3,000 will give you 4,000. Basic. So, here the important point is you need to have both the simple interest and the amount in the same years. Clear? Go to the next one. Simple interest of 4 years is equal to rupees 2,000 and amount of 14 years is equal to rupees 10,000. Find the principal. They are given the simple interest for 4 years. The simple interest for 4 years is 2000. They are asking for 14 years. 14 years, the actual amount is 10,000. Okay. So now for a single year, the simple interest is going to be how much? 500. For 14 years, the simple interest is going to be 7,000. This is 7,000 amount equal to principal plus SI. So principal equal to 10,000 minus 7,000, that is 3,000. Fine. A certain sum of money at certain rate of SI, simple interest, becomes 4,100 in 2 years and 4,250 in 5 years. Find the principal and the rate of interest. How will you do these kind of problems? A certain sum of money at certain rate of simple interest becomes 4,100 in 2 years and 4,250 in 5 years. Find the principal and the rate of interest. If it is a certain sum of money, it is nothing but the principal. Okay. How much is it happening in 2 years span? 4,100. In a span of 5 years, how much is it? 4,250. 4,250. So now between this, how much is the difference? 150. Years, how much difference? 3 years. So if 3 years is 150, what is for a single year? 50. This 50 is nothing but the simple interest. 50 is nothing but the simple interest. So now we need to find what is the principal. How will you find the principal? This is for a span of 2 years. If for 1 year it is 50, for 2 years, how much is it? 100. So from this amount equal to principal plus simple interest. So amount is 4,100. So principal we do not know. Simple interest we know as 100. So P becomes 4,100 minus 100. That is nothing but 4,000. Right? This becomes your principal. Now how do you calculate the rate of interest? What rate of interest? What is the interest percentage? What's the interest here? 50. Interest is 50. 50 divided by what's the principal? 4,000 into 100. This becomes 0, 0 cancel. This 0 cancels. What is 5 by 4? 12%. 120%. 120%. No, it won't become 120%. This will become 12%. 12%. 12%. Rate of interest is 12%, not 120%, because the 100 is getting cancelled. No? 12%. 12% rate of interest. Okay. Clear with this? How you got this? Or any doubts? See, first I'm just seeing for span of 2 years it is going to be 4,100, and for 5 years it is going to be 4,250. The difference between them is 150, and this difference of time is for 3 years. If 3 years it is for 150, for a single year it is going to be 50. So how do I calculate the principal? I need to subtract from this 4,100, subtract from this 4,100 for the 2 years interest. If I calculate, that is going to be 4,000. Rate of interest is going to be 50 by 4,000 into 100, that is nothing but 12%. Okay. Now, whenever you're calculating rate of interest, is it going to be for a single year rate of interest or for 2 year rate of generally? If I'm telling you are taking a loan of 100 rupees from a bank and I'm telling 10% per annum, or am I telling 10% for 2 years? Yes. So now coming to your case, you are taken 100. For the first year, how much of interest are you paying? If the rate of interest 10%, 10 rupees. For second year, 10 rupees. Total is 120. Now the amount you are taken is 4,000. 4,000. Okay. And you are paying an interest of 10%, for example, for 10%. How much of interest are you paying for the first year? 40 rupees. This one for second year, 40. Is going to be, is it 40 or 400? 10%. 400, no. 400. I might be doing mistake. 4,800, right? This is what the calculation over is. If I'm taking something like 1%, this is going to be 1.2. Okay, 1.2%. If I'm taking this as 1%, we erase everything. 4,000 is your amount. You are paying an interest of 1% per annum. In that case, this will become 40. This will become 40, right? So total you're going to pay 4,080 for 2 years. 2 years. Now, how did you calculate this 40 from this 1%? This was for how many years? 1 year. Now, if I'm taking for 2 years, how will it become single person? If I'm taking like as your calculation, if I'm taking this as 100 for this calculation, it is going to be 80 by 4,000. What is your telling? 80 by 4,000 into 100, is it going to give me 10 single person? So then your calculation goes wrong, right? Whenever you're calculating for per annum, it should be on one year only. This is for 1 year is 50. For 2 years, it is 100. Every year it is incrementing. The same percentage is incrementing every year. 50 plus 50. And again for third year means 150. Fourth year means 200. Fifth year means 250, keeps on increasing. Now I cannot take this 250 divided by 4,000 into 100. So in this case, what you're trying to tell is this is the rate of interest for 4 years cumulatively. What you're telling is cumulatively this is going to be the rate of interest for 4 years. No sir, why are you taking for a single year now? But here what have they asked? The rate of interest for 1 year only. They're not asked for cumulative rate of interest. They asked for rate of interest for a single year. Whenever they're asking in simple interest, if they're asking rate of interest, means it is for a single year. If it is coming for compound interest, there the cumulative thing all comes into picture. All these rate of interest keeps on adding to next one. Here it is very simple.